Now let's have a look how we can show the composition, the structure. So here, basically, we will use everything which has 100% in the name. So 100% stacked column chart, bar chart, and also area chart. However, we can also use Waterfall Chart, Pareto Chart, infographics, and donut charts. In some cases, it may also make sense to use another type of chart available in PowerPoint 365, which is called tree map. And let's have a look at some examples. We will go back to our example with the revenue of the chain of clinics. As you can see, we show it here in the form of a 100% stacked column chart with absolute values. Obviously, we can show it in the form of percentages as well. In some cases, you may also try to use the simple stacked column chart for this purpose. Obviously, it does not exactly reflect the structure, but it gives you an idea what is the relation of each and every item for every year. And it also gives you the overall trend. The same information you can put in the form of a bar charts. So here we've got the revenues in the form of a 100% stacked bar chart with absolute values. Obviously, percentages are more than welcomed. The last type of a chart from this family would be the area chart. So here it is 100% stacked area chart with absolute values and again with percentages. As you can see, this is not as visible as column charts. Therefore, I would recommend rather to stick to either column or bars. As we have mentioned, you have other options on the table as well. And one of the things that you use a lot in consulting is the waterfall chart. Obviously, you cannot do it for every year. So here we just show it for 1 year and it shows you the relation of each and every part. It also shows you the total size of the revenues. Again, I can do it either in absolute values like here, or I can put here percentages. In some cases, you may be tempted to have something nicer. So if you want to visualize somehow the data, you can also use the charts which are influenced by the infographics. So here we show the share of each and every business unit, again, for one specific year. You do it by creating shapes and simply manually changing the color. We've got an option like this with the same color or with different colors, and you can also put it into a one graph. Now, another type of chart that you quite often use in consulting for showing the structure is the Pareto chart. And here we show on the left side the revenues generated by different types of customers, but also we show the share, which goes to 100. Obviously, this is the cumulative share. This sort of chart is quite often used to show, for example, on which customers you should concentrate on. And finally, you can use the so-called donut chart. Here we show the shares of different products in the revenues of the company. For year 1, this is the bigger circle and smaller circle. So inside the donut is year 2. We have also another example here. So we can present, for example, the share in sales and share in margin. As you have probably noticed, we did not put the obvious choice, the pie chart, and we don't actually use it too often in consulting because it's not too easy to read and compare between years. So to sum up, I would recommend to use either 100% stacked column chart, or in some cases bar chart, or waterfall chart if you want to present the structure.